Okay. This one is not doing nothing, it's just
This
spinning.
one up here. We'll do the box at the same time, like from spring.
The gun from Rhino,
Okay.
he knows the guy, they give him the gun and they give him the product. And they just do it at the French.
I see, instead of having to break.
At least it's not as cold as it was last week.
No. What was that?
That was a rubber. Now I gotta figure out.
Yeah, I know.
Some of
This one.
twist ties. Oh, I see what's going on now. I can't get the tool in here. And this is what I told them about ideas. What happens if it, I don't know if I want to start stacking fucking expensive parts. This is okay.
Okay.
How about now?
No, I guess so.
I don't know. They're half gone. If he wants me to, I'll just tell him he's got half left. There's no need to.
Yeah, he's okay from here.
Yeah, we'll get started going.
15, 16, so.
Yeah, you should be good there.
So now, guys, just so you know, don't touch the bike because it's only, the front end's going to be off, so it's really unstable.
All right.
You don't want to be. Okay, so I'm just going to bank top that out and then. That's probably too high.
I don't know, feel.
Too high. Let's get the ABS. Yeah, okay. Now I'm just going to lift it up and hopefully it fits. Is that high enough or not yet?
Pretty close.
How about now? Is it clear?
Half inch?
But it's got all those locks on it.
I know.
You can't get at it. All right.
More
Yeah. Thanks, Ed. That's perfect. For like lights. Why you need that in there? No idea. But it's in there. More bullshit. It's just so much labor.
So many times I get in there and it's another hour.
You're gonna have to try to hold.
Okay.
See how tight they are?
It's tight.
I guess I should have loosened these before I took the wheel off. It won't come down. There's a pinch bolts on there.
Still on here? Okay.
These will tighten up when we get the wheel on.
Yeah.
I should have did that, but I didn't. But it's not the end of the world.
Not yet.
All right, so we'll take these seals out of here. A little flat screwdriver here. And we got star heads here, so Phillips, whatever. Take this out here. Put it over here. This is
That's history.
I'll take this one out. We're doing all this because the forks here are leaking. And the only way to fix that is to take everything apart. All right, so now we're gonna go like this.
Surely.
And we're gonna take that, it looks like a 5/8 maybe. Here. Holy smoke.
That's right.
Wow. No. Got the tire off, so I don't want to be. Ready?
Yep.
Slide that one out. Should come out. Nothing else holding it. Just a little tap it.
Tap maybe?
And this is all out.
Okay.
It's probably been on there so long that
Yeah, it's just forged kind of in there.
it'll come right out. So it's probably just. Why is it not coming out? That's right loose. Something's not right.
You're right.
Fuck, I should like to. Let me just tie that there. Just, I mean, you see how it's supposed to come out. Don't want to come out. Let that get in there. I don't, because there's flats in here. I could. That is strange. Though. Uh-oh, let's get another problem.
Does anything ever run smooth?
Moves quite a bit now.
It's moving now, but that's crazy.
It is kind of.
You see over here, the reason why it was all in there, it was all rusted in here, because usually they just slide out, but it's all rusted in there. It was all rusted in triple tree, so had a little bit of a problem getting this. Usually you don't do this, but this, you had to do it on this one, and that's the reason why. You can see all the rust on the fork tube there. It was all rusted in here, so that causes that to stick. Which one you want? You see the rust over here too. I'll show you.
Oh yeah.
You see the rust around there too, in there, and that's why it didn't come out. But we're gonna clean all that up. Oil looks clean too. All you YouTubers or whatever, don't worry, I got 2 aluminum flats in there so I don't damage the fork, because I'll never hear the end of it. Oh, you never. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so get a little bit of air. What is this? 6 mil socket, Allen key, whatever, socket Allen key. Just everything is like stupid on this thing. And that's what's in there. That's your drain plug, or not your drain plug. Technically, your drain plug's over here. That's the plug that holds this tube to this lower fork leg. So you're gonna just put the oil in there. A little bit. Just put up on here.
Yeah. Not that much oil coming out of it now.
Okay. So we'll hold that. Get the bottom. There's a seal right here. Leave that. That's a new seal there. There's a washer. And that's it, right there. Put this on back. And then, all right, there's the old seal. Give that to him. There's the new seal. Like that. Hold it up there. I see the problem right there. That's better. Let's leave it there and hold. What we could do now is just, we'll put this in with the tool. That's these things, you know?
Oh, right, yes, yes.
Just hold that there. And you got a tool to install the fork seal. That's 41, I think. Yeah. This is the 41 millimeter tool to put the fork seal in here. You need this in order to install the tool. A lot of guys are using screwdrivers and chisels, and I don't know what they're doing, but you got to get the right tools. And then this is the clip that locks it in. So you're just going to put that back in. Make sure it's back in the groove. And this little clip here is what holds the seal in from coming out. So there's your new seal, and there's the clip that's in the groove, and basically that's all there is to it. You're going to tighten up the bolt down here now and fill it up with oil. Okay, Eric. That's good. If you ever put this in and it strips, you're screwed. How would you get that out? It'd be a big deal. So I always like to put a lot of pressure on the side, on the wrench to push forward when I'm tightening it. We just got to fill it up with oil, but we'll take the other one apart first.
Right.
Soft so I could get in there.
Right, yeah, makes sense.
And here, just lift it just a little bit up higher. Right there, if you could just hold it up. When you pull these bolts out of the bottom of the fork, just make sure that you get this little copper brass washer, because that's what seals it. Sometimes it sticks up inside the fork and you don't see it. You pull the bolt out and then it falls and you can't find it, or you know, whatever. But just make sure you get that out so people understand this tool. Another one here, I think. So, just talking about fork tools, you got to have the right tool to install the seals. This one's for 39 millimeter fork. This one here is for the 41 millimeter fork, which we're working on today. And this one here is for the new bikes that has the 49 millimeter fork. So these tools are imperative. You have to have them or you'll never get the seal properly installed. So make sure if you're going to do all these different size forks, you have the right fork seal installer. So 39, 41, 49. Very important. So that little thing's in there. You want to hold that? I'll get it out. That goes on the bottom of that. Most of the time it sticks and stays on the bottom of the fork tube, fork leg, sorry. So you want to make sure that comes out. And then you're going to take your fork seal off. That's your fork seal. So those are the old ones. So grab a new one. 41 mil. And you're just going to slide that onto the fork like so. Bring it down here. Make sure your washer and your spacers are all in here like that. And then when you put it back together, take your cap. Make sure you put that on there. And slide her back in. So, and that's it. Line up the thing here. Line her up. Take your bolt. Put your bolt in there. Get your 6 mil socket. Keep saying socket. Allen key socket. Put a new copper washer on there. Sometimes you could reuse them. They're okay. Like they don't go really bad if you don't have a new copper washer for the bottom. I'm sure you're going to be okay. But if you have a new one, just put a new one in, and that'll probably work best for you. Anyway. So now we're going to tighten this back up. I like to just make sure it's nice and snug, and that's good because it ain't going to go anywhere, trust me. Now we're going to set this back up here, Eric, because we got to pound that this thing here. So put this on so it doesn't damage the screw. And then you're going to take your tool, because you see how the fork seals up. You want to get it below the ring, so the ring can get in. There's a little groove in the top of the fork leg. So you take that and just, and then you can put your seal, not your seal, your retaining clip back in. You bypass that little, so that you can see the little groove in the fork leg, and make sure you clip that in. This one don't want to go in there. There it goes. I think it's there, eh? All right,
Okay.
that's it. So there's your old seals. This one might have been leaking, eh? Because you see this one's dry and that one's all wet. So it probably was one leaking, but if one is leaking, you should always change both. The whole bike's apart. I mean, it'd be silly just to change one. That goes like that. It's the outside of the leg. Your lock washer and a nut goes on there. Just leave them loose because you got to put the axle through. And you grab your other one. Make sure washer flat, lock, and then the nut. Put that on there. Pretty straightforward. Let's leave it loose for now. Capacity for Harley Davidson Road King. Nice jugs, babe.
Got your fork oil.
The way I do it with the fork oil, I have one of these measuring cups. You're stealing off your wife or mother, whatever the situation is. And it's going to take 9.8 ounces of fork oil. And Eric and I will do that right now. So I just laid it on the table flat. I use 20 weight fork oil for the Harleys. I like the heavier weight. It's a much better oil. It's a thicker oil for the heavier bikes. You don't want to use like I think they got a 15 or something like that. But also Screaming Eagle, I think their performance oil is a 20 weight, but you could check that. But that's what I use. Fork oil, 20 weight. Whatever brand you like. I'm not going to start arguing about brands. Whatever you think is best. Right now I'm using, what is it, Maxima? There's 10.
Yeah.
So that's what goes into this leg. So now we just kind of do it like this. I don't know if you want to put a funnel. It's probably a better idea, but since I'm a retard, I like to just try my best like this and pour it in. Just let it go slowly because sometimes it comes up to the top. Not that it's full, but because it takes so long for it to drip down to the
Get the air out of it.
bottom of the fork. So like I said, use a 20 weight oil, fork oil, which is the best for a Harley. If you have a motocross bike or something like that, then that's a different ball game. You can use whatever you want to use, but for a Harley, like I use 20 weight even on my personal bike, which is a custom bike, but it's still, I use 20 weight. It's just it just feels better. It seems to perform better with a heavier weight. So, go on your manual and see what the manual says. I mean, you could do that. I like to use 20 weight. That's me, and that's what I do. So, everybody has their opinion. So that's one. Now we're going to do the other leg. This is the old rusty leg that was giving us problems, I think. Oh, that's the rusty leg? Okay. New fork seal, new oil, everything's tight. Slide that up. And then what we want to do is have this flat.
Where's that flat? Yeah.
Right there.
I got it.
Got it?
Yep.
And then I'm going to take my wrench here and just going to snug it up. It's all the way up there. Push it.
Yep.
I'm just going to go a little bit and then I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to tighten it properly.
Once we get it
Yeah.
stable.
It ain't going to go anywhere.
Just gotta remember to put that back on.
Well, at least the oil, Should slide. Let me just get this on the square here.
Yeah.
Okay. Up.
Ah, there it goes.
Okay, you want to hold it up?
Yeah, I got it.
Make sure you got the flat there. Yeah, hold her up.
Yep.
Those two seals in these things, right? I have the little rubber seal somewhere here, over there. There's one there, but where's the other one? We're gonna put that in there. Pop that in there. I'm just gonna put this in lightly. We'll tighten this up too.
Get stable.
Yeah, once we get it in there. Yeah, that's for now. It's good,
Yeah, just-
good enough.
Okay, do you want to?
What the hell? Ah, fuck this. It's got this. It's gonna be. I was gonna tighten up all the fork parts now.
Okay.
First, we got this on, so
Yeah, I
the
got
bike's
that.
stable. Right.
No, thank you. I drink all, I'm only supposed to have hot water.
So the pinch bolt now is tight, so the axle ain't going anywhere.
Smash a dog.
What I'm doing here is just pushing the pistons and the caliper back so I can put the new pads in, because otherwise they won't go into the rotor because these are worn. So what you want to do is push the pads back, the pistons back with the old pads in. You want to use the old pads, not the new pads. Probably a good thing. And it's got a little safety pin here, a little lock pin here. Just going to take that out, pop it out, try not to lose it, put it down here somewhere. And this bolt here, well, that bolt's metric, so Alan Key, got to get that. It's fucking metric. That won't have much metric stuff, but I got a little bit. Yeah. Well, everything on this bike crazy tight. Wow. So you're gonna take this little pin out. Right there, you're gonna have to clean that. I usually put anti-seize on that too because it's all dirty. And the pads will just slide out once you get that pin out. Like that. That's the old pad. That's the other one. We'll get some new ones. So you can see the pistons are pushed all the way back in. It's really important. Otherwise, the new pads ain't gonna fit on this rotor. Oh, they give you pins and everything. Wow.
That's why you pay big money, Frank.
Holy shit.
That's right.
I'm not used to that. It comes with the pins and everything. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, Harley, they charge you. You know what? They're not that worn.
What's that?
They're not even a new pad is really not that thick, you know. So it is.
He wants you to come back for more.
Yeah, I can see that. So you're gonna take your pad. You're just gonna. This goes this way here, so this is this side. Just gonna click it in and drop it in like that. The side here. Drop it in like this. We got new pins and new clips. This aftermarket, they don't give you this, but since these are Harley parts, when they charge you, I don't know, $1 million probably. So they give you a new pin and a new clip and a. That's the old ones. Comes already with a little Loctite on the new pin. And then you take your little, I call it a cotter pin, and you're just gonna put that right on. There's a little groove there, and just press it on like that. And then you take your dust shield, put it on here, pretty straight friggin' forward, and that's all there is to it. And then you got your new pad. You make sure the pads are open all the way up, and then it should slide onto this. It's just a 10 mil 12 point nut, bolt, whatever. So just get yourself a 10 mil 12 point, that's what they are, so. Pretty straightforward. Probably a torque for this, but because I've been doing this for a zillion years, I don't need to torque silly things like that down. Wheel bearings and motor parts and stuff like that, important things like that. Yeah, the brakes have to be tight, but you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go too loose. So, all right, let's do this side, I guess. Like they're like 60% gone, so I don't, whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's just gonna.
Been in the house for a couple of years.
Basically gonna just repeat what I did on that side. Finishing up this front end hopefully today.
Rock on.
Good? All right, this is the first wire I'll deal with. Light wire, I guess. I'm just gonna run it up through here and then we'll plug it in, then I'll zip tie it all in. But
It was up through there somewhere.
yeah, I went through here and then it's gonna be loose. I'll just get my zip ties first. I just want to plug it. It was all like this. And then this here was in there. Okay, so you can let that hang now. Let that hang.
Okay.
So then we got to fit the thing through here.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Okay, so let me plug this in like that. See? Let me just. Am I anywhere near those holes there? Yeah, good. Yeah, that looks right, right? There. That's right. Set the wiring back in there. And now the wiring is up here. So the wiring is in now.
Okay.
So now, you know what? We could tighten this up now, actually.
Yeah.
And the windshield goes into the inside, I believe. They just cave out now.
Oh.
Just screw that in there. Or hold the screw here. Yeah, so let's go ahead. It'll give it a little. Watch it break.
Yeah.
All right. No breakage.
Good.
Okay, so now.
You want the,
Fuck.
it's just getting there.
My fucking hands and fingers aren't the greatest for this. So fucking, everything's melted on this thing here. Look at that. Yeah. You got it. Gotta see the holes there, Eric. Try to find a hole.